Honestly, it's for me personally, like coming from like a science background to now, like I'm pretty much a part of the entire business. So from the commercialization aspect and also the R&D aspect, honestly, it's been pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I mean, coming out here in Vegas, getting to like meet all these cool people, all these new people playing pickleball. I was a tennis snob, so I thought pickleball was the dumbest sport in the world. But now with pickleball, it's like I'm pickleball obsessed. Such an amazing sport, amazing people, and getting to work on product is it's been fascinating. Yeah, my name is Austin Kim. I'm the product manager here at Yola for the pickleball vertical. I've been here for 2 years now, working on pickleball products, and it's been a blast. Yeah, so the Pro 4 is using a new type of filler in the throat, which is we're calling it Tech Flex. And so the Tech Flex combined with the propulsion core is what we're calling TFP or Tech Flex Power. Basically, it's a new support system that goes like outside of the frame and between the edge guard. Essentially, what it does, it allows you to have an enhanced feeling, also additional flexibility for forgiveness, and increased dwell time on the paddle. The paddles are also all uncompressed, and I know that's a big thing that people are talking about always. The 3S is also uncompressed, but now we have better QA processes in check to ensure that these paddles, will have a longer longevity, and they're more durable and focus on quality. This new process, we've also streamlining it down to all of our other products as well. Yeah, so you have your honeycomb core, you have our what we call the propulsion core, which is the combination of this white filler material and the honeycomb core. And then as you can see here, we have the edge from all the way around. And what we have here is the Tech Flex, which goes between the edge guard and the edge from right here. And so the reason why we did that, we prototyped a bunch of different designs, and we felt that this one provides the best flexibility and the best feeling on the paddle. We didn't go with a full foam like floating core because we still want that enhanced feeling you get when you're hitting that ball. But because of that, you're still getting a little bit of vibration dampening where it's kind of a clean feeling when you're hitting the ball. Yeah, so the Scorpius shape, I mean, it's a standard shape. It's not wide body, even though it does seem like it. Um, yeah, so like with this, you have additional. It's a little bit shorter from the top, but you have a little bit more room on the sides. So it's very good for players that are very good at resets and making sure that they can get to the kitchen. This is why this paddle was designed for Colin and for Anna Bright because they're very good at that. And with the 16, Colin's very good at resetting from anywhere with this paddle because of the shape. And with Anna, she's also very good, but she also has a lot of power with the 14 millimeter. Yeah, so the Magnus is an elongated shape, but it has a shorter handle. It's 5 inches compared to what most people are used to at 5.5 or 5.25. Basically, that means there's more surface area. It's a little bit more head heavy, so you can get those like Ferrari forehands that Tyson has. Also, we had this in mind for Tyson because he is using a one-handed backhand. He doesn't use a two-handed backhand. You can still use it. One of my friends, Josh Jenkins, like he hits a really good mean backhand with the Magnus. But yeah, no, this paddle is fantastic for those who want power and they can't get to that two-handed backhand quickly. So you got a really good one-handed backhand. So yeah, so the Perseus, Ben's favorite shape. He came from the Hyperion to the Perseus shape because he wanted a little bit extra room at the top. It has a 5.5-inch handle length, so it's a little bit different than the Magnus, but still elongated shape. I mean, I would say it's more of a balanced, like all control, all like with power. Just a great paddle overall, and fits Ben's playstyle. Yeah, so the Hyperion, the original OG shape, as we call it, with the curved arrow top, a little bit more aerodynamic. It's also in the elongated shape as well. I would say it's great for players that are getting into the sport, also coming from tennis as well. Very good maneuverability because it's not as head heavy anymore, and the swing weight is also pretty good on this. Yeah, so this shape, I mean, we worked with Andre Agassi very closely on this. Coming from tennis and converting people over to pickleball. So right here, It feels a little bit bigger. It's still in an elongated shape, 16.5 by 7.5, but this feels a little bit more extended out and with the curved top. The reason why that is we're coming over from tennis into pickleball, and so Andre, he likes hitting in this top 25% for most of his shots on his drives, so that's really important for him. And then what is the special difference between tennis and pickleball? It's the kitchen line, right? And so what other sport has dinking besides pickleball? So for here, we have this kind of unique shape that people have pointed out. So right here, it's because we wanted to increase the surface area, which increases the sweet spot, also has additional weight here. And when you have that, you have more surface area, you're better at dinking. But even with this increased area here, the balance point, because of the position of this like wide area, it's closer to the throat. The balance point is still really good, and the swing weight is not too high. Yeah, so the UPA, the Pro 4 paddles will be dual certified, USAP and UPA. We also have the 3S right now, which is UPA only, and we're making a version that will be dual certified. So what that actually means, it's honestly the grit standard. So all the paddles undergo rigorous testing by both USAP and UPA. They have something called PB core, where they shoot a cannon at the paddle and they calculate the exit velocity. Our paddles under USAP are PB core 43 certified, and with UPA they're also implementing that new test. So the main difference between those two is the grit. So basically on the surface you have what these little peaks and valleys, which you know as texture, and with USAP they have something called RT, which is the measurement between the peaks and valleys. Their maximum is 40, so that honestly feels very smooth. But with UPA they don't have that. They're doing different RPM testing, so they're allowing grit to be at a higher standard and level. So for those that really like textured surface, you would probably get the UPA only version. But if you are playing in USAP sanctioned tournaments, you want to get the USAP dual certified one. Yeah, so the Agassi Edge paddle, I worked on this paddle very closely with Andre, and so at our core at Yola, we're still about innovation. So we're trying to bring innovation and value at the same time. So this paddle coming in at $99.95. It's a textured raw carbon fiber surface, both USAP and UPA certified, but we're also including a new technology called the SK film. And this SK film is a special glue sheet / film that's in between the honeycomb core and the carbon fiber surface. And basically what it does, it provides stability across the paddle surface. This material is used in another industry. Can't say the name of it, of course, but it does vibration dampening in that industry. So we added that in. Also, we are thermoforming this paddle as well, so it goes through a mold and it's with heat, time, and pressure, and that's because we wanted to increase the stability at the throat, because we do know that's a quality control issue there. Yeah, so right now with the new USAP and UPA standards, they're more focused on the performance and not the materials. So that kind of like opens up to many different things. With foam, of course, we're kind of the first ones using it with our Gen 3 paddles. We still need to do a lot more testing on full foam core paddles. Also, we're also going to be trying some new different materials. I'm actually going to China with Fabio in March to start planning for 26, 27, and 28 with some pretty cool stuff. So.